So today we're going to be talking about study habits to help you stay ahead of your peers. Study habits. And I know I've talked about this so many times on my podcast, but I want to look at it from another perspective because what works for one person might not actually work for the other. And if you're tuned in to this for the first time, hey, you're welcome to the Study Cafe at the Life Mood in Reality. One of my students asked me a question. He said, Mr. Joe, what's life mood in reality? And how does it concern me as a student? Why do I have to stay tuned in to life mood in reality? Exams are pushing, the tension is rising, anxiety, fear. I need to do well. There's that there's that fear of what if I don't do well? There's the subjects coming in. Please don't tell me it's math next. Please don't tell me it's English. Please don't tell me it's chemistry. Oh my god, I don't have time to deal with history. And now you're bringing in biology and all this. And I said, in LML, which is the life mood and reality, life is something that you have to go through. Life is something you have to live. Mood is something you have to experience. And the reality is that it's going to happen. And that is what we do here in the Study Cafe at the Life Mood and Reality. The Study Cafe is just a branch of the Life Mood and Reality. So the study habits to help you stay ahead of your peers. Are you excited? So let's get right to it. You need to understand something right here. And one of the things we'll be looking at is we'll be spanning across to number one, effective time management. This is one of the issues that many students face. They don't know how to manage their time. They don't even know how to manage it. So you have to create a well organized study schedule that allows for time in each subject. Break down tasks into smaller, achievable steps and prioritize them based on importance and deadlines. Stay disciplined and track your progress. Now, this is very important. It's important as it gets because we don't know how to prioritize them based on importance and deadline. And once you know how to do this, this is essentially going to make a whole ton of difference for you. Active learning is the next thing I want to talk about. Engage with study materials actively by summarizing key points in your own words. You don't have to cram. You don't have to give a textbook stuff. No. But you have to learn how to bring the words from the textbook, try to summarize them in your own words. And this is one of the key things about ICT. ICT is not all about cramming and giving out. No. The keywords are important because obviously they form a base of your points, but you're summarizing those key points in your own words. You teach concepts to others. That's how you learn. It's not just reading, but when you teach people, that's why you see in my classroom structure, I create that opportunity for students to, as much as possible, teach others. Because as you're teaching others, they are also learning. And this reinforces the understanding. This active involvement deepens knowledge and helps with retention of complex topics. One way you need to understand this, teach others. And this is something I do all the time. I always assign, hey, one of your classmates having an issue with this, please deal with it. If you have an issue with it, please deal with it, because by doing that, learning is taking place. I only come in if it's probably beyond their scope of understanding, which is kind of very rare. Mhm. Regular review. Make review a regular habit, even for short periods. Use spaced repetitions methods to revisit materials periodically, which strengthens memory. The use of flashcards, quizzes. I do this all the time. I'm not going to call it a product, but there's the flashcards, your quizzes I use, and self testing can further boost retention and understanding. And I give this so that students are able to just use it to have that retention on that topic. Because when you teach a topic and there's the regular review is missing, the child, that learner has not properly understood the concept. That is why making a review a regular habit is so good, right? And space retention is important, right? To revisit that materials. And what will help you is the flashcards, the quizzes, the self-testing. Self-testing talks about um, giving assessments to yourself on based on what you've read, and not every student gets to do this. So the flashcards and the quizzes for me are one of the things I use to ensure that that happens for my learners. Mind mapping. I've talked about this, and probably I need to iterate this. Mind mapping. Use mind maps to visually organize informations and connect ideas. This technique improves comprehension by breaking down complex concepts into simpler, more digestible chunks. It helps with retention and clarifies relationships. So this is very, very important. So with the mind mapping, you can be able to organize these informations and connect ideas. Okay, this particular topic, you're connecting, and when you're able to just map it out, right? Use a chart, visuals to be able to put down those complex um, concept. It makes it easy for retention. Healthy lifestyle. Prioritize sleep. Yeah, I think most of them will be very happy to hear this. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and exercise to maintain mental clarity. Yesterday I couldn't do much. It's like the body needed a rest, and most time this is very important. A balanced diet fuels your brain, while regular physical activities reduces stress, boost cognitive function, and adequate sleep improves focus and memory retention. One of the things I've noticed for my learners is that they don't sleep on time. You're always out there doing something, and just wasting the hour. No, you need to sleep. So adequate sleep would help improve focus and memory retention. Imagine if you give your body the adequate rest it needs. Just imagine how you would excel in your studies. Okay. The next one is minimize distraction. Create a distraction free study environment by eliminating noise and interruption. Turn off phone notifications. Block distracting website. This focus space enhances productivity and helps maintain attention on the task at hand. Join study groups. Sometimes when it's time for exam in my study room and I see my form room, they're coming together, they're trying to study. I let them, because it is so important, because collaborating with your peers to share ideas, discuss difficult topics, and solve problems helps a lot. So, so the group studies, okay, the group studies fosters diverse perspective. reinforcing your understanding. Plus, it makes studying more social and enjoyable, which boosts motivation. Sometimes they just around, they asking questions, what is this? What is this? And this person gets it, hey, they get a clap, a clap, hey, and they discuss. And that helps the learning to be very attractive. Because again, for those who are probably not acquainted with that particular topic, they're able to learn from that particular collaboration when they share ideas and they get to discuss difficult topics and solve problems. Hey, you learn better from a teacher, even more better from a classmate. Seek help when needed. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers. Don't hesitate to reach out to your classmates. Don't hesitate to reach out to your tutors. Use online resources. Ajiro Tech is there. Connect with academic advisors for guidance. Your private tutors are good ways to probably discuss these issues with them. And hey, private tutoring with Ajiro Tech. Ajiro Tech tutoring is a very good platform where students are able to just get acquainted with experienced tutors across the globe, including for IGCSEs, EdExcel, and your A levels. Okay, so getting help when needed prevents confusion from escalating. Set realistic goals. Break large academic goals into smaller, actionable steps. Stay motivated. Collaborate your achievement along the way and adjust goals when necessary to stay on track and prevent burnout from overwhelming expectations. There's some expectations I don't give to certain learners. There's some I give to certain learners because there are some that would achieve it. There's some that will be probably close to it. Okay. And there's some that you probably need, they need that time to grow into that realistic goal. So this is very important. If you give some goals to an A student to a D student, they'll probably burn out. So you need to ensure, as teachers, as tutors, whatever goals you're giving to every student, it has to be realistic. And for you as a student, set realistic goals. What can you achieve? But that does not mean that you have to stay in your lane. Expand, extend, stretch yourself to see how well you can climb the ladder. Practice self-care. Incorporate breaks into your study routine to recharge. Engage in hobbies, exercise, or relaxation technique to manage stress. Prioritizing mental health ensures sustained focus, emotional well-being, and long-term academic success. I hope this was very, very helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Ajiro Tech, and I will definitely see you on the other end of success as you prepare for your exams and you give it your very best to give an A. See you in the next one. Bye for now.